Besides being two football stars who became friends while playing for Real Madrid, Luka Modrić and Sergio Ramos are two athletes who know how to make the most of their immense fortunes. But have you ever wondered who has the most luxurious life? In this video, you'll see a heated battle between Luka Modrić and Sergio Ramos. Most expensive mansion. There's no doubt that both players live comfortably in beautiful properties, but which of them owns the most valuable real estate? Sergio Ramos, for example, acquired a gigantic property in Alcobendas in Madrid in Spain in 2017, measuring approximately 12,000 square feet, having demolished the old building in its entirety and built a new mansion from scratch. On social media, the player and his wife are always sharing moments inside his residence, and as shown, it is possible to see that it really is a true mansion. The interior of the house is very sophisticated, having a floor all in white porcelain tile that brings a sense of refinement to the environment. The cinema room is very colorful and cheerful, with a huge blue sofa that offers more than enough space to accommodate the whole family and watch a good movie. Definitely everything in this house is gigantic, and believe it or not, but the residence's lot has enough space even for him to do his own running circuit without leaving the house. And speaking of training, of course there is a very complete gym in this mansion, something that could not be missing in the house of an athlete with a physique such as his. But depending on the day, the player likes to train outdoors and share with his followers on social media. After all, there's no shortage of space, right? The pool area is a place that draws a lot of attention because it has a different format, with some small lakes that create an exotic and paradisiacal environment. And it's no wonder that the player's wife is always posting pictures with her friends in this beautiful place. We can say that Sergio Ramos' house looks more like a recreational club than a residence, and that without a doubt is able to offer all the comfort and luxury for him to relax and live some good times alongside his family. And to get an idea of its price, according to some sources, just in the purchase of the lot alone, the player invested about $13 million, but since we know that he built the mansion completely from scratch, we can estimate that he must have spent a few tens of millions of dollars. Meanwhile, Luka Modrić allegedly owns a mansion in Dubrovnik, located in southern Croatia. The Mediterranean-style property sits on the edge of a cliff in a 7,500 square feet of living space, with a decor that mixes modern and classic elements. The villa has many amenities, such as a living room with a piano, which also doubles as a library, a dining area with a fireplace, a professional kitchen with marble worktops, with doors leading to a balcony, and 6 cleanly designed bedrooms, configured to accommodate residents in luxury and comfort. There is also a large wine cellar, another more private living room, and a total of 6 sophisticated bathrooms, some including relaxation baths. Outside, there are many gardens, beautiful trees, and abundant Mediterranean flora on a plot of approximately 1.7 acres, which create a pleasant atmosphere in which to live, not forgetting also the various seating areas scattered around the plot, which offer unique views of the sea, and the spaces set aside for relaxation. There is also a large swimming pool, from where you can gaze out over the ocean, as well as an outdoor dining area, a guest flat, and great balconies with personalized seating, which are great for casual gatherings in front of lush views. As reported in the media, the villa is valued at an impressive 15 million euros. As Luka Modrić paid more for his property, he wins this round. Point for him. Jet. When it comes to traveling and sophistication, both athletes like to use modern jets. But who has the most luxurious aircraft? Luka Modrić, for example, uses high-end jets to travel to different places. He has been seen, for example, in a Cessna Citation CJ-1 jet, an aircraft classified in the light jet category, known for its efficiency and practicality. Going inside, the jet has an 11-foot-long cabin with 6 seats for passengers to lounge in. And it's no wonder that its hourly charter rate is around $2,750. The player has also been spotted in a Cessna Citation CJ-2 jet, a modern small twin-engine executive aircraft. Stepping inside, we can see that all the spaces have been utilized, and even though the aircraft isn't that spacious, it manages to offer comfort and ergonomics to its passengers. In all, the jet can carry up to 8 people depending on the configuration chosen. And to charter a jet like this, you have to shell out around $3,200 for each hour of flight. Sergio Ramos' aircraft, on the other hand, is the Cessna Citation 560, a modern twin-engine executive jet of medium size and high performance. Its interior is very comfortable, having capacity for up to 8 passengers, being equipped with very cozy leather seats, which are possible to see in the photos he posted on social media next to his son. And according to some sources, when the player is not using his jet, he puts the aircraft up for rent, with the price hovering around $4,000 per flight hour. To acquire this aircraft and have it always at his disposal, it is estimated that Ramos needed to spend something around $2 million. And for having his own jet, Sergio Ramos wins this round. Point for him. Cars. Both football stars are completely passionate about imposing vehicles, but which of them owns the best car collection? Luka Modrić, for example, has a number of Audi cars in his garage, as the company is one of Real Madrid's main sponsors, and he's had several versions of the Q7 model over the years at the club. This versatile sports car is equipped with a very powerful V8 engine for everyday use. And to give you an idea of the price, a 0-kilometer vehicle of this model can cost around $65,000. Luka Modrić has also posed next to an Audi e-tron, a beautiful all-electric SUV with a battery range of over 270 miles. And it's no wonder that to buy such a car, you might have to shell out more than $70,000. Another Audi vehicle that Luka Modrić won was a luxury A7, a sedan with elegant styling and impressive performance capabilities. The vehicle has a comfortable and spacious interior, crafted from high-quality materials, and boasts great technology features to make traveling more practical. And that's probably why this car costs an average of $72,000. Another car he got from the same manufacturer is the Audi Q8, a sporty-looking SUV with a turbocharged V6 engine capable of producing 335 horsepower. And to give you an idea of the price of Modric's car, the vehicle is believed to be worth around $82,000. The Croatian football star has also been gifted a BMW iX, an all-electric SUV with a more futuristic design, equipped with advanced technologies for passenger comfort during journeys. This vehicle also stands out for its high level of performance, as it can go from 0 to 60 miles in around 4 seconds. And to buy a car like this, you need to shell out around $87,000. The most impressive vehicle Luka Modrić has in his garage, with which he has been photographed several times, is his Bentley Continental GT, a super sophisticated car from the renowned Bentley luxury car brand. The interior of the vehicle is stunning, with top-of-the-range finishes, and of course, it's equipped with a super powerful engine capable of easily exceeding 186 miles per hour. And for those who want to own a car like this, you'll need to shell out around $220,000. Meanwhile, Sergio has already received a Fiat 600, a collectible valued at around $35,000, as a birthday present from his brother. His wife, on the other hand, posted a photo that there was in the garage a Cadillac Escalade, a huge car capable of offering a lot of comfort and safety for all its passengers. And to get an idea of price, depending on the model, it can reach about $90,000. Moving up the price further, he's already been spotted with his Audi RS6, a sports car with a wagon design, able to unite comfort and speed in one vehicle. The machine can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.6 seconds, and it's no wonder that its price can reach around $115,000. From the same brand, he has been seen with an Audi S8, a beautiful sedan from Audi with an elegant design and a very sophisticated interior, whose most recent models cost around $130,000. Sergio has also posted a photo on top of his Mercedes-AMG G63, a super SUV from Mercedes equipped with a beautiful engine capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.3 seconds. And maybe that's why its price tag is around $160,000. Even more expensive, Ramos has been seen with an Audi R8, a sports car made for those who like speed. To give you an idea, the vehicle is capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.2 seconds, reaching a top speed of 205 miles per hour. And it isn't cheap at all to own one of these, as a brand new model can exceed the price of $180,000. Another sports car the player has been seen using is a Porsche 911, a vehicle equipped with a very powerful engine, capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in an unbelievable 2.9 seconds. And maybe that's why its price can reach that of $200,000. Considering the sum of the price of the vehicles, Sergio Ramos wins this round. Point for him. Luxury shopping. Both athletes don't skimp when they go shopping, but who spends the most? When putting together his look, for example, Sergio Ramos is always seen with beautiful watches, such as a $18,000 Bulgari Octo Finissimo, a $30,000 Rolex Yachtmaster, a $32,000 Spitfire IWC Big Pilot, a $55,000 Patek Philippe Aquanaut, and even a $92,000 Patek Philippe Nautilus. But those prices are cheap next to the works of art he collects. On social media, Ramos is always sharing some of the sculptures made by renowned artists that he owns. And to give you an idea of price, some sources estimate that some of these works of arts belonging to the player can cost upwards of $500,000. Luka Modrić, for his part, also owns beautiful watches, such as Rolex Datejust Stainless Steel $17,500, Rolex GMT Master 2 Pepsi Oyster for $22,000, Rolex GMT Master 2 Batman for $22,000, Rolex Cosmograph Daytona White Dial for $27,000, Rolex Skydweller for $26,000, Patek Philippe Nautilus in stainless steel for $30,500, Omega Speedmaster Silver Snoopy Award for $33,000, Rolex Daytona Reference 116515LN for $36,700, Rolex Cosmograph Daytona Rose Gold 18K for $40,000, Rolex Daytona Ghost Dial with a rubber strap for $45,000, Audemars Piguet Royal Oak 18K Rose Gold Black Dial for $60,000, Rolex Cosmograph Daytona Yellow Gold 18K for $62,000, Rolex Daytona Yellow Gold with a green dial for $94,000, Patek Philippe Aquanaut Chronograph for $145,000, Patek Philippe Nautilus 5726/1A for $160,000, Patek Philippe Aquanaut Chronograph 5968A for $170,000, Patek Philippe Nautilus Chronograph Date Full Gold for $220,000, Patek Philippe Nautilus 5740G Perpetual Calendar for $250,000. As they both spend extravagantly, we'll consider this round a draw. Points for both. Property portfolio. Both football stars have lived in many places during their careers, but which of them has the most valuable property portfolio? Sergio Ramos, for example, is passionate about horses and so has a farm known as Yaguada SR4, approximately 108 acres in size, made for breeding thoroughbred Spanish horses. The complex has a very adapted infrastructure to house all its animals, with an estimated number around 70 horses. And those who think Sergio Ramos is just an amateur horse breeder are sorely mistaken. To give you an idea, his horse known as Yucatan Ramos was consecrated in 2018 no less than world champion in the model and gait competition. And to get a sense of price, it is estimated that this horse alone costs a true fortune, with the figures spinning in the millions of dollars. And this venture has been so successful that on its official Instagram alone there are more than 140,000 followers. And it's no wonder that Sergio Ramos himself has said in some interviews that this is one of his most profitable businesses. This goes to show how the player has managed to turn one of his hobbies into a successful business. Modrić, for his part, is not far behind. Before becoming a successful footballer, the Croatian lived with his grandparents in a humble home in the village of Modrić, which is now in ruins after being burnt down by Serbian soldiers during the war. Luka Modrić fled this place when he was just 6 years old, and in 2021, he returned to visit the property, which to this day may be surrounded by landmines, as the plaques show. But the properties don't end there. Having played for Real Madrid since 2012, the player's main residence is in the Spanish capital. As soon as he moved to the club, he is believed to have acquired a house worth €2.8 million, where he stayed for a few years with his family. In 2019, the midfielder decided to buy a more luxurious mansion in La Moraleja, considered one of the most exclusive neighborhoods in Spain. The two-story property is an incredible 29,000 square feet, and the main areas include a spacious living room, a home theater for 18 people, a lounge with drinks for parties, a play area with toys, a massage area, an office with large expanses of glass, a well-equipped gym, and a garage for 10 cars, as well as plenty of areas to relax. In all, there are 9 bedrooms in the mansion, which look very cozy. Moving outside, the plot stretches to almost 2.5 acres, perfect for Modrić to celebrate his children's birthday in safety or have fun with board games. From these and other photos that the player often shares on his social networks, you can tell that one of the mansion's distinguishing features is the glass walls that create beautiful landscapes at any time of year. According to the media, Luka Modrić had to shell out 12 million euros to buy the mansion. And because he has a bigger property portfolio, it's Luka Modrić who wins this round. Net worth. Everyone knows that the two football stars have amassed a lot of wealth over the course of their glittering careers. But who will be the richest? Luka Modrić, for example. Like many football stars, Modric's wages have also increased as he has excelled at each club. In his first season with Real Madrid, Modrić earned around $169,000 a week, totaling more than $8.8 million a year. In 2016, Modrić signed a new contract with the club, which raised his weekly salary to around $300,000, totaling more than $16 million a year. In recent years, the player has returned to sign another contract with Real Madrid, which allows him to earn $460,000 a week, giving him around $23.9 million gross a year. Although nobody knows for sure what Luka Modric's fortune is worth, some sources estimate that the player's net worth is $75 million. Sergio Ramos is not left behind in this dispute. To get an idea of all his earnings from soccer, currently playing for Paris Saint-Germain, his salary is estimated to be almost $7 million per season. And while that's a big sum, it's a far cry from how much he was earning at Real Madrid. According to some sources, Sergio Ramos was paid as Real Madrid's captain, a figure of approximately $16 million, a nice salary for a player who plays in a defensive position. Don't forget that Ramos also has other sources of income. The player, for example, has investments in real estate, having already built several large projects, such as parking lots, industrial sheds, and residential complexes. To get an idea of the grandiosity of his enterprises, some newspapers nicknamed him King of the Real Estate sector for owning more than 5 million square feet in the city of Madrid alone, the capital of Spain. And to run this business, he has had the help of his father Jose Maria, and together they have invested more than 60 million euros in an urban planning project to build tens of thousands of houses in the south of the city. Not to mention the investments he has in racehorses and artwork, which can also be considered another form of business of the player. As for his personal image, there is no doubt that it is capable of making him a lot of money. This is because Sergio Ramos is one of the most famous football players in the world, possessing in his Instagram alone, for example, almost 50 million followers. And of course, all this visibility ends up enticing the interest of several brands in sponsoring him. The sporting goods brand Nike, for example, was his sponsor for more than 10 years, but currently it is Adidas that sponsors him. And even his wife Pilar Rubio also contributes to the couple's income. That's because in addition to her salary as a television host, she is very successful on the internet, having more than 7 million followers on her Instagram, an audience she makes use of to advertise for various brands. And although nobody is sure about how wealthy this athlete really is, according to some sources, taking into account all his sources of income and his huge salary as a soccer player, it is estimated that Sergio Ramos's net worth has already exceeded the figure of $100 million. Not bad, is it? And for having a higher estimated fortune, Sergio Ramos wins this final round. At the end of this fight, we have 3 points for Luka Modrić against 4 points for Sergio Ramos, making him the champion of this battle. But if you think there are still other arguments in favor of one of the two, write your best justification below. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel, Dios to satisfy your curiosity.